Oh, shit. Looks like we're starting.
Welcome to Just an Average Fantasy Football Podcast.
Not even paying attention.
I don't know why you're showing me LeQuint Allen's scoring breakdown.
Because I didn't realize he scored any points, let alone I didn't even see him on the field. Dude's got 4 points in this league.
We weren't intending to start, but everything worked when it started, and then I hit the button at the wrong time, and then he showed me LeQuint Allen's scoring breakdown. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, like, I'm just like, how's this? He got 4 points, which isn't a lot, but it's like when you're looking for depth and trying to figure stuff out. Like, how did he score 4 points when he didn't even touch the ball? I think
those were special teams shits.
He did. He got a special teams forced fumble. He got the recovery, and he got an extra point for being on special teams.
What league is that?
Hooligans.
Oh,
It's our home league.
I have to look into that.
That's why I was pointed out. I'm like, this is some weird pointing that I didn't know could happen. Now I'm adding him to my waiver list.
Anyway, welcome in to Just an Average Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Hayes, with Matt Baker.
That's me.
And Larry Cowan.
What up?
You can find us at avgffpod.com. You can go there, listen to us online. You can go check us out on Apple, Spotify, just about anywhere else you can get a podcast. You can look us up on YouTube, Facebook, all the places. So go give us a like, follow, subscribe, check us out. Anyway, let's get in. We're going to get into the week 14. Before we do that, I'm having a pretty good week. I am going to catch some L's, but I'm catching a whole lot of W's. How's y'all's working out?
Not great, but I have a lot of players playing tonight, so I really won't know until tomorrow.
Yeah, you need those Monday night miracles.
But so many quarterbacks were just bad. Like the top-end quarterbacks were not working out for me this week, especially Lamar Jackson. So
yeah,
we're going to get into that.
We're definitely going to get into that. Yeah. How about your week there, Baker?
I mean, I'm not sitting bad off. I mean, I'm not upset about it. It was just weird. But I mean, I'm looking at I should win 12 of my 14 teams.
Can't beat
I mean,
that.
it's not bad. It just
That's a great week.
I've been averaging 13. I mean, I've been doing really well recently, and it's not like I'm upset about the win. It's just like it didn't happen the way I felt like it should have. But that people that weren't supposed to be helping me win are, and the people that are supposed to be winning me games are not. Is essentially what it is. So
well, at least you can get LeQuint Allen now. So.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking for them backups now. It's time.
All right, let's get into some news. All right, well, I guess the big news coming out of the week thus far is Amon-Ra St. Brown left early. I mean, hurt a lot of people on
Way
Thursday.
Early.
Yeah,
Way early.
With an ankle injury. They're saying he's going to likely miss next week. The good news is it's not a high ankle sprain, so maybe we only get a week without him. I mean, he could still play this week too, so dude is a tough dude. We'll see how that goes. And then, of course, Justin Herbert dealing with a non-throwing hand injury. It seems to be the new rave with the quarterbacks of breaking their non-throwing hands.
Yes.
That is weird.
Yeah, he's going to have surgery, but he says he wants to play, so we'll see how that works out. A few other things. Pickens was limited in practice today. He's dealing with a calf and a knee, and apparently he's been dealing with it. They just haven't put it. It hasn't been bad enough to list, so we'll see. Kyron Williams, he did leave the game. Blake Corum got a lot of work. I was pissed. I didn't realize Kyron was hurt, but apparently he had an ankle issue. But he did come back into the game and score a touchdown. And he said it feels good today, so that's good to know that after the game the day after the game it wasn't all tight or whatever. T. Higgins still in the concussion protocol, so we'll see if he can get out. I mean that it wouldn't surprise me if he missed another week or two based off how bad that fall was when he landed on his head.
Yeah.
Drake London was trending towards playing for week 14. J.J. McCarthy, 9, has been cleared and will start next week. I guess Bosner did not impress enough to take any snaps away from McCarthy. So we'll see how that goes. Aaron Jones aggravated a shoulder, the same issue he had with the shoulder AC joint. So he could miss some time. Could be back to the Jordan Mason 3 yards in a cloud of dust show. Jalen McMillions could practice this week as well as Mike Evans. So they could be getting a couple of receivers back, which is going to definitely hurt the target share, even for Igbuka, who has not been doing great. You know, sometimes with these rookies, they hit that rookie wall in the NFL because they're playing more games and then they're used to playing. So that could be what's going on with Igbuka right now.
It could be that, or it could be the defense is now crowding him, and other people aren't good enough to get up for Baker, so he just gets
Possibly.
sacked and it hurts his shoulder. You know, so.
Yeah. Baker also dealing with the shoulder issue, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Adam Thielen was cut. I think it was a mutual parting of ways based off what I was reading.
It said released.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Cut seems a bit
Harsh.
harsh.
Yeah, he was released from his duties. He wants to play for a contender for the remainder of this season, but he did say this will be his last season. So we'll see if he gets picked up by somebody. My belief is if he doesn't get picked up by the Panthers, I don't know. I mean, there's other teams that could use him, but the problem is trying to come in
This
week
late in the
14
season
and learn an offense.
Yeah.
You know, he already knows the Panthers. He knows that offense. So, you know, and they are still in the fight. That's what he wants to play for a contender. And the Panthers are technically still a contender. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's the type that's going to rock the boat. He seems like he will be an addition no matter what, even if he's just there to bring some veteran presence. But,
Just the bit part.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if he ends up at like the Bills, even if he doesn't play and he's just like coaching and helping teach these people how to catch a fucking ball for once.
Somebody needs to.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anything does happen with it. But
Marvin Harrison's Jr. still dealing with the heel issue. He did leave the game early. That's what kept him out these previous weeks. So have to monitor that. And the only other thing was, where the hell did Traylon Burks come from making that catch?
Look, I picked him up 5 weeks ago in a desperation in one of our in the 32-man league, and he got me like 9 points. And I'm like, he got 3 targets. He played 51% of the snaps. I'm like, awesome. And then they're like, oh, he broke his finger and has to have surgery. I'm like, what the? And so then I had to drop him because there's no reason.
Yeah, we thought that
on
was the end of him.
And I figured it was the end of it. It's not going to hear anything. And then all of a sudden this week, he's not only active, but having a miraculous touchdown catch.
Yeah.
The only thing that rivaled that one, I don't know, Puka had an amazing fucking catch this week.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers' catch off the freaking ground, there was
a lot of good catches. I'm trying to remember. There's another one I saw. The Puka catch was insane.
The Puka catch was insane.
But had the defender not touched it, I don't think he'd have caught it.
Oh yeah, no, it kind of pushed it into it, pushed it over to him.
Hand. I mean, but you know, in Mike Jackson's defense, he played that ball as well as anybody could.
Oh yeah,
that was just insane skill and concentration. Ultimately,
well, that's the Brock Bowers catch. They rolled it like the announcers, everybody's like, "Oh, it's incomplete." It hit the ground, and then they went back and it's like you see him scoop it up. I'm like, wow. I'm just like, I don't even know. I think he slowed time down to get under it and grip it just right. Oh, it was fucking insane.
I have contention with Mike Tirico comparing the Traylon Burks catch with the Odell Beckham catch.
No, that's the worst thing. Nobody should ever do that.
He was trying to say it was better. Look, I'm not big on Collinsworth, but at least he was like, no. Look, I get it. They were both one-handed catches.
Yeah.
But Odell's was like a 50-yard bomb he had to not only make that catch one-handed, he had to keep both feet in bounds and still score the touchdown.
Well, and he did it 6 feet behind him.
Yes,
like it wasn't like he just jumped in the air and caught it.
Yeah,
It
there's no better catch I've ever seen than that catch, personally.
I guess what it might be like if you see somebody who run fast every day, and then you see somebody that doesn't run fast, they're the same person now. You know what I mean? Like
that's why. Listen, that's like I've always said. If you just stay kind of mediocre or a little less, like average, whenever you do rise up and do something, people are impressed.
You're amazing.
You can just do something really normal, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, look at this guy!"
Eventually, that's what happens with like Puka. It's like, oh, he just did another one.
It's
another one. But then Traylon Burks does like, did you see it? Just as good as Puka's catch.
Matter of fact, if Puka would have missed that catch, everybody would be like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?"
You know, Daniel Jones is damn near Mike Vick.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Perfect example.
Yeah, that's exactly
perfect example.
You come out of nowhere and have a good catch.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, no, it's
But I wouldn't be surprised if Traylon Burks does turn into a usable asset.
Something.
Yeah,
I mean, the dude had
WR2.
skill in college. He was a number one. He was drafted 18th overall.
Yeah.
He
was elite.
He's a
at
big
Arkansas.
body. I mean, he's It just
So he could be revitalizing. He finally getting a chance to showcase his skills. Now,
he got his asthma under check, or what was it? He had problems with breathing problems
asthma.
and stuff.
Yeah,
at the beginning,
it was asthma.
That's what everybody kept saying, hindering him and was keeping him back. From
I think it was. I think
performing
part of it was Mike Vrabel didn't like him for one.
Apparently not.
And I think a huge part of that was because Mike Vrabel didn't want them to trade away AJ Brown.
Yeah.
He was pissed. So I think there was a little bit of that he was catching inadvertently. Like, that wasn't his fault. It wasn't Traylon Burks' fault. But we already know Vrabel ain't big on rookies to begin with. And then you give him a rookie he didn't fucking want, and you got rid of a guy he did want. And so he was kind of maligned for that and kind of put on the back burner and really didn't get a chance to develop, I think, with Tennessee. So we'll see. And then Tennessee's kind of the place where everybody goes die anyway, you know?
Apparently so at this point.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely somebody worth monitoring, and if he's available in any of your dynasty free agency, you need to go snatch him up. All right. Well, I think that's it. We'll roll out of that into some top performers. I was jamming. I need to get that where I can play it in my car driving down the road.
Yeah.
All right. This is not right. This is season ADP. This is not leaders stats. Week 13.
I think what I'm going to do from like here on out, I'm going to make a note now. Every time we get ready to shift into a different segment, I'm going to pull it up on my phone and hand it to
and
you.
then take my phone
and then work on the next one.
Work on a cycle.
Because I've been over here with the
Either that or
leaders.
I could just give you the keyboard. You can throw it up on the big screen there.
I'm pulling up. It's been on my phone. I've been looking at leaders for an hour now.
I had it pulled up and ready to go, but then I got sidetracked looking up other stuff and
anytime you leave sleeper for 36 seconds,
it resets
they
everything.
reset everything. Yeah, it's
and then they got 14 different updates after you leave for 36
second
seconds.
you leave. Yeah, it's like, oh, you need a new update.
All right. The number one QB currently on the week is Patrick Mahomes. He has 29.4 fantasy points, 261 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. As they caught that L at Dallas, they are out of the playoffs currently. So
that's great, right?
Yeah, I think I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
And I think there's nothing sweeter to know that Dallas did it.
see, that's my problem. It's like, first of all, I don't really hate the Chiefs, but I understand the Chiefs' fatigue.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But I can't think of a point in my life, unless it's something like getting the Panthers into the playoffs, where I'm happy if the Cowboys win.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem I have. Like, if it had been anybody else, did that sound like it changed?
I don't know what happened there, but
I didn't do anything. I don't know. Something's going on with the mic. It sounded like the tone changed. But anyway, if it had been anybody else beating the Chiefs, I'd have been like, cool. But I just don't like Dallas winning.
Yeah, the Chiefs' egos are this high because they've won so much.
Yeah.
But Dallas' ego is also this high, and they win nothing.
They haven't done anything since 1995
Exactly.
or some shit.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is QB1 on the week. Jordan Love is the QB2 on the week. I did not see him dominating like that. I figured he'd have a decent game against Detroit, but not 4 touchdowns worth. Marcus,
on 18 completions too. That's
Marcus Mariota leaving it all on the field last night. I mean, he did everything he could to get that dub against Denver. You know, Denver has these weird games where their defense will shut you down, but then they just kind of will let you fight, and then it'll turn into a shootout in the second half. And but Mariota, the QB3 on the week, he's 294 yards, 55 rushing, 2 passing touchdowns. Bryce Young, this is 2 out of the last 3 weeks where he's been a top quarterback. If he's at home, you can almost bet on him. If he's on the road, he is. It's a heckle and jive.
yeah.
But this week he was heckle or jive. I don't know. But he had 206 yards, 23 rushing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence actually looked good yesterday. You know, he's been up here a few times this season, but most of the time he's up here and you're like, holy shit, he did not look like he should have been up here. But this week he did 229 passing yards. It was against the Titans, so a couple touchdowns. He is QB5. Tyrod Taylor, QB6 on the week, which was surprising for them to go down there and beat Atlanta, which I know is a tough L for the Atlanta fans. Bus.
I don't want to talk about that.
All right. Dak Prescott, QB7 on the week. He's just doing what Dak does. Jared Goff, QB8 on the week. And that's really all we need to talk about. I mean, Jacoby Brissett, all he does is get QB1 finishes when he starts, even if he's getting L's.
And Joe Burrow coming back off an injury, putting up top 10 numbers, just, you know, or not top, QB 10 numbers.
Yeah, QB 10 numbers. So it'll be interesting to see how they do because they're still in the fight, especially with Lamar and them losing. So,
yeah.
All right, running backs. Bijan, you know, it's surprising to me. What little bit of the game I did watch, I saw Bijan doing okay, but I didn't think he was doing like RB1 numbers.
Insane. I get a notification like 26-yard run, 22-yard run, 18-yard run. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, and then one touchdown. I was like, come on, there should have been at least one more.
That was the bright spot. Dude, I've become apathetic to the losses of the Falcons right now. But Bijan is absolutely balling. Like, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in these games anyway. But I'm going to talk about it. Why the fuck do we give the game away in the fourth quarter every fucking week?
I don't know.
Coaching, man. It's coaching.
It's between that and the fact that y'all don't like to use Bijan anywhere near the end zone.
Yeah, that's stupid.
He did get before Algiers. I watched it. They gave him his shot.
Well, he got a touchdown,
and it was in the red zone.
I know, but it's just like. But if we look at the season in general. It's like, I don't know. If y'all get near the red zone, it's either 2 passing plays and then, oh no, let's run Algier, or it's we'll give it to Bijan once, and then it's Algier for the rest of the time until we get in. I don't
hate that so much because I don't really have Bijan anywhere, and I have Algier in one team that he's my 4th flex play, and he keeps me in the fight.
He has some sneaky RB2, fringe RB1 weeks.
In one of those broken leagues too.
Oh yeah, so that's definitely good then.
DeAndre Swift, RB2 on the week, which was surprising because I saw Monungai's stat line, and I'm like, man, Swift must have had a bad week. And then I'm like, holy shit, Swift also had a good week.
Like, both of them just ate up the Eagles' defense, man.
Yeah,
that's
currently
wild.
It's just crazy.
The current number 1 seed in the NFC, Chicago Bears.
I know. Is that not crazy?
That's even more wild.
Kamani Vidal had a very good week, 126 rushing yards and rushing touchdowns, RB3, but you got Omari Hampton supposed to be coming back this week, so we'll see how that plays out.
That's that nerve. He's like, please keep me relevant. Please keep me relevant.
RJ Harvey didn't get a ton of yards, but he did get 2 touchdowns for the RB4 on the week. Chuba Hubbard out of nowhere says, hey, don't forget about me. 83 rushing, 41 receiving, got a receiving touchdown, which was nice on a little screen pass. Devon Achane, just doing Devon Achane things. Although he did it way more in the rushing side than he did. He didn't have any receiving yards.
Dude, 134 yards.
He was gashing him. Yeah. He was absolutely gashing him. And then here he is. Monungai is the RB7 on the week. So he had 130 and a rushing touchdown. James Cook, man, he was also gashing. I thought they should have used him more. And then I was like, damn, they rushed him 32 times.
They used him a shit ton. And not to mention, Ray Davis had 8 carries. Ty Johnson had 4 carries.
Well, Ray Davis only got carries because James Cook got hurt. His shoe got knocked off.
He was tired.
Or his helmet. It was either his helmet or his shoe or something. Maybe it's everything.
And Cook is catching passes now.
Yep, that's true.
Well, that's because nobody else fucking can.
Yeah, no one else can, But I think he's had 3, like, the past 3 games or something like that.
3 for 3 the last 3 games,
Derrick Henry, it's getting cold, so he's starting to warm up. He had 60 rushing yards, 44 receiving, which is a weird stat line generally for him. It was on one reception, though, and a rushing touchdown. Javonte Williams, this dude has been solid all season. I think he's going to get paid in the offseason. 59 rushing yards, 21 receiving, and a receiving touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, he's always going to be somewhere in the top. 53 rushing yards, 21 receiving, a touchdown.
That's pretty good against the Browns, though. You got to kind of that's good numbers against the Browns.
Zonovan Knight, coming off the injury, had a good week for you if you had to play him. Bucky Irvin, first week back finally, and he was right back in the swing of things, doing what he does. Chase Brown out there, finally picking us up for all of us who drafted him in the third round.
Making you feel a little better about it if you made it this far.
Yeah. And then Brees Hall finally getting heavily involved. He should be more involved. This team, the Jets are so weird, but he did what he had to do this week and gave you a good week. Moving on to wide receivers, A.J. Brown. When Philadelphia gets scored against, A.J. Brown has good weeks, seems like. But he had 10 receptions, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rashee Rice, man, this dude is absolute animal. 8 receptions, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dontavian Wicks finally figured out how to catch the ball.
Who?
John Wicks.
John Tavian Wicks.
John Tavian Wicks. Wide receiver 3. I like that. I like John Tavian Wicks. But wide receiver 3 on the week with 25 fantasy points. Jameson Williams, when Amon Ra went out, they said just throw it to Jameson.
Yes.
He had like a 37% target share. In that game, he had double-digit targets. I think it was the first time he's ever had double-digit targets in his career. But he caught 7 of them for 144 and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb getting back on the swing of things, remembering that his hands are not made of stone. And he caught 7 for 112 and got a touchdown. Adonai Mitchell finally able to make some catches. Like all these Stonehand guys finally made some catches this week.
Right.
8 for 102 and a tud. Devontae Adams. All this guy does is catch touchdown passes.
It's elite, man.
He is elite. I can't argue with you. I mean, he leads the NFL in receiving touchdowns.
I was laughing so hard after the first touchdown. I'm like, this guy just literally does nothing but wait in the end zone for Matthew Stafford to throw to him.
There's something about how he gets position or what he does off the ball, but makes him like their first read. Most teams' first read when they get inside the 5 is we're going to hand it off.
Yep.
They're like, fuck that. We're throwing to Devontae, and then we'll run the ball.
Then we'll run the ball if it don't work out. Yeah.
Oh, 4 receptions, 2 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's almost every game.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know.
He's breaking records. It has to be.
Yeah. It's
He's currently got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 receiving touchdowns.
in the last 7 weeks.
Yeah.
He has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He has 11 touchdowns in the last 7 weeks.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And he's only got, I need to look at, let's pull this up.
It's got to be on the fewest amount of receptions.
He's got 52 receptions for the year and 14 touchdowns.
I don't know what that percentage is, but it's high.
It's a third. Well, so 14 times 3 is 42. So a little over a third. So let's call it 36% of his receptions are touchdowns.
That's wild. The only thing that would scare me is the regression that should take place, but that's one of those things you ride the streak while it's hot.
But looking at the remaining season, I mean, Arizona's not going to stop him in the end zone. Detroit's not going to stop him in the end zone. Seattle might. Atlanta's not going to stop him in the end zone. Not throwing to. This guy's going to get 2 more a week the rest of the season, except for against Seattle. He might get 3.
Devon Vele out of nowhere. He had a really good catch in that game in the back of the end zone, but he was 8 for 8 for 93 yards.
This is 2 weeks in a row he's been targeted more than 7 times or 7 times or more.
He's playing with him.
Intriguing.
It's very intriguing. But yeah, he's the wide receiver 8 on the week. Wide receiver 9, Terry McLaurin, straight off of the IR, straight into 7 receptions for 96 and a tud.
Hell yeah.
Nico Collins said, I can't score a touchdown in the air, so let me run one in on the ground. And then he also caught 5 for 98. Jacoby Myers has been a welcome addition to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's just a very reliable guy over the middle. And
goodbye, Parker Washington.
Yeah, Parker Washington's about to fade away into obscurity. Unless Brian Thomas just keeps being cheeks, which he was this week again.
Well, in week 9, Jacoby Myers had 6 receptions against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Since he's joined Jacksonville, he's got 6 targets every game. They're like, that's a sweet number. Let's just throw it to him 6 times every game, and he's going to get touchdowns here and there. So,
Christian Watson, one of my better pickups of the season. He had 4 for 80. It did take 10 targets to get him to that 4, though. but there's a lot of them were way downfield bombs, so you give a little bit of a leeway for that. But he did get a touchdown. Alec Pierce, 4 for 78 for a touchdown, and that touchdown he took that ball.
Oh yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
he manned it in there.
Jalen Coger, we talked about him a couple weeks ago. Somebody you need to keep an eye on. He was 4 for 74. Also caught a really nice touchdown for the Panthers. Cortland Sutton finally getting involved in his offense. 5 for 62 and a touchdown, and wide receiver 15 on the week. All right, tight ends. Brock Bowers. That guy is a grown ass man.
Yes.
And he looks like a grown ass man. Like that dude. Yeah. He needs to shave his head.
22 years old, and he looks like he's 40.
Yeah, he looks like he's 45, and he's got 3 kids and 2 divorces.
Yeah.
He might have those, but he's only 22.
Wait till Gunnar Stockton gets to the league. He's going to look like he's 50 by the time he hits.
Well, I don't know what goes on in Georgia, man, but they're stressing them dudes out.
Dude, they need some Rogaine.
But he said Rogaine. How about dang, I was trying to yards.
Just
game.
move on.
Yards game. There it is.
Just move on.
4 receptions, 63, 2 touchdowns.
Rogaine.
Trey McBride, 8 for 82 and a touchdown. Dude is an absolute animal. Zach Ertz getting back in the mix of things, 10 for 106, tight end 3. Kelsey, he's been solid all season. I mean,
if you blinked, you missed it, but he has been.
He is currently going into tonight. He is the tight end 2 on the season. So
which just doesn't seem like that.
Wow. Because he was so bad for like the first 6-7 games.
And plus, I don't have Kelsey really anywhere because I've been I moved away from him because worried about age.
He wasn't bad. He hasn't been bad all season.
Really?
No, I mean, his worst game was week 3. He had 4.6, and week 7 he had 6.9. Other than that, and then week 12, 6.4. I mean,
that may be it too.
5 was pretty good
based off his last season. I mean, but he hasn't been putting up numbers obviously like McBride or Bowers. But he's been solid enough that he hasn't killed you. Rarely, his consistency has been very good. Brenton Strange, I mean, only took 3, but he's 345 and a touchdown, tight end 5 on the week. Kyle Pitts, surprisingly, back in the mix, but they did play the Jets. The Jets were pretty tough, or pretty shitty against tight ends. 7 for 82. Cole Kmet, 3 for 36 and a touchdown. And Evan Ingram actually led his team in receiving, 6 for 79.
On 9 targets, that's the most he's had all season was 9 against that game. I was like, why does he keep throwing the ball to fucking Evan Ingram? I dropped him last week.
Yeah, me too.
Isaiah Likely had 5 for 95, and he is the tight end 9, and then Harold Fannin 3 for 43, but he did get the touchdown to save the week.
That was a nice touchdown catch too.
It was.
He was also letting the ball slip through his legs on the tush push.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he did fumble.
You notice not every team, but it feels like a lot of teams are now like, oh, we got to do the tush push too.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody uses tight ends.
Yeah, because they don't have a powerlifting champion at quarterback who can have literally or a leg press a Volkswagen. So
except for the Steelers, they just allow Aaron Rodgers to stand behind him and look at everything going on while they try to tush push. They let Jalen Warren get the direct snap with
Aaron's just looking at the tush.
Literally, legit, just stood behind the line while Jalen Warren took the direct snap, and then Kenneth Gainwell and not Freiermuth, the other one, Johnny Smith, were pushing up on Warren to get him pushed over for the tush push.
Yeah,
and he's just standing back there with his hands in his.
As you want. He's 873 years old.
I want his ass to be on the field.
And he's also wearing a cast.
Why even be out there?
Is there a rule that your quarterback has to be on the field?
Maybe they just gonna line him out wide. That would have been really fucking people up if they'd put Aaron Rodgers out to the side and then ran.
Nobody's gonna cover him.
That's what I'm saying. Most of the teams that run the tight end and the tush push send them out wide in like a wildcat.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'd send out Aaron Rodgers, especially out wide, like put him out there on the side of the field.
I can tell you, I don't want my quarterback running up and pushing anybody. So if I'm the team, I would rather he stand back there with his hands in his.
I personally would get him off the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because now we're just a man short with you doing nothing on the field.
That's my thing too. Why not have an extra?
Well, I mean, that's what the Wildcat is. The Wildcat sends them that they. If you watch most Wildcats, the quarterback just stands there when they hike the ball.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Why not use that to, like you said, have another position player in there that can make if it doesn't work, have something else kind of, you know what I mean?
Like nobody does that, so I don't.
I know that's why it would be
why.
That's what we're arguing.
They do that, but it doesn't make sense. Like
I'm sure there's a reason for it. I can understand wanting to send him out wide because at least sending him out wide forces a defender to have to go out there with him.
It runs the risk of it, but I mean,
in case you run a Philly special or something.
Yeah, well, exactly. if you send your quarterback out wide and they don't send a defender, then you're not running a tush push anymore. You're just going to hike it and dump it to him and let him go.
You should,
and that's what you should do if they don't. I feel like block it up for a tush push. Then
in a case like Aaron Rodgers, they're not even going to do that if nobody's covering him.
He could be wide and nobody's going to cover him.
No,
and they're
he's not
still
gonna
going to
run.
do the tush push.
He's just going to stand there.
He's not Jameis Winston.
You don't think if Aaron Rodgers went out wide and nobody went out there with him, that Aaron Rodgers, well, I guess he can't now with his broken left hand.
He's not going to be able to
But
catch.
even without his broken left hand, he would call for the ball.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He looks like he's just like, I am not in this game.
I think y'all didn't see him yesterday. Look, I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, but I think y'all being too hard on him. His face was busted up. He was literally bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He's playing with a cast on his left hand. I mean, the dudes, I mean, they aren't winning, but he's at least, if he was just there to be there, he would have just went, as soon as he broke his hand, he'd be like, put me on the IR, bro.
Yeah, the checks are a little different, though.
Not saying that he doesn't want to play at all. I'm just saying for that play itself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why to have him behind the tush push either.
It's
at least send him out wide like you do in most Wildcats.
Like I said,
because it clears a defender out of the middle.
Yeah.
So,
But either way, it was a.
Anyway, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, how about we talk about fuck that guy?
Oh
yeah. I'm sure you got some ones you want to throw on the grill over there and cook up.
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Who you got?
Lamar Jackson. Once again.
Yeah. But you know what? This should just be the Lamar Jackson quarterback fuck that guy list.
Yeah, it should be named after him honorarily. 6.5 points, and at this point, it's almost like, is Lamar not available for this list anymore? Has he been that bad?
Does he move to the streaming category?
At some point, you don't expect him to be good anymore.
It's an interesting conversation to have because you're starting to get ready for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His record, like if you look at who he's playing, they're supposed to be plus matchups.
Yes.
But he's not doing plus work out there.
No.
And so it's like, do you bench him? And you know, I mean, I would say if Brissett's available, yeah, but at this point, who do you bench him for that's available, you know?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
gonna
if
bench
you're
him
in
for Tyler
Dynasty,
Shuck?
hopefully you're fine, but
You know?
yeah.
You're gonna
There's
bench
not
him
a
for
lot.
you're not gonna bench him for
Tyrod
Shuck.
Taylor,
You know, it's like maybe Tyrod in a plus matchup.
maybe Cam Ward.
Yeah, see, not me anymore. Cam Ward can jump off a building. I played him this week because I thought he was going to be good, and he
me too.
cost me a game.
But damn near as good as Lamar Jackson was.
I mean, Geno put up 14
Cam Ward,
points
I'll have
against
you know,
Cleveland.
Cam Ward scored 0.2 less
Damn near.
than Lamar.
I mean, like, I don't want to say it, but I mean, Geno doesn't have a great matchup, but at least against tough defenses, he still throws the ball 40 times.
You want to hear something? Shedeur Sanders would have been better for you these last 3 weeks than playing Lamar Jackson.
Oh, no, I know that.
Yeah.
So would have Geno. Geno put up 13, 14, and 12.
Yeah.
So, and Lamar didn't break 8 any of those 3
He
games.
broke 10.
And he had easier matchups, is what I'm saying. Lamar has to play Cincinnati again in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And if he looks anything like he did, I'd play Geno in 2 weeks against Philadelphia before I play Lamar against Cincinnati.
I have him in one redraft that I'm competing with, and I'm starting to look for other options.
Well, and if they lose anymore, they're going to be out of playoff contention anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So at what
obviously
point
he's
does
not
he
healthy.
just give up?
Well, that's the other thing is once they're out of playoff contention, do they just shut him down because it's clearly that his toe is still bothering him.
Yeah.
And if it's not still bothering him, then what the fuck is bothering him?
Well, early in the game, he took off for some runs, and even the announcers are like, "Oh, look, he's got it back. He's good now." And
He's on pace to run for less than 300 yards for the season.
Kirk Cousins plays Tampa in Week 15 and Arizona in Week 16, and I'd play him over Lamar in those 2 matchups.
How did he do this last week?
13.3 points.
I'd love that. That sounds amazing.
Like, we're thinking, like, who do you pick up off waivers instead of Lamar? But there's guys
true.
out here that are doubling his score against tougher defenses.
But the problem is that Lamar can go nuclear.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then
You're not going to like it. It's going to be a thing you got to do.
And that's the thing that'll happen. It's like you suffered these last 3 weeks. The week he goes nuclear, you'll have him on the bench with Kink putting up 12 and costing you a game. And then you'll be like, oh, great, I'll put Lamar back in and he'll revert back to 7 points again.
Exactly.
Tyrod plays Miami, Jacksonville, New Orleans the next 3 weeks. I mean, like,
man.
And he put up 21 this last week. He was in top performer. So it's like there's people out there that you can take a risk on if you just want to put your balls on the table.
This week, so,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you just got to put your balls out there. You got to decide whether you want to swallow your pride and take your first or second, third round early quarterback pick and run with him the rest of the season and take your L, or grab one of these shitty quarterbacks and put them out there.
Well, here's what I'd say: if you're not like the problem is if you're a team that needs a win this week, then you, like you said, you're gonna have to put your balls on the table and trust Lamar. If you've got a team that's already in, maybe you can leave Lamar in and see what happens. But I would say this: if he shits the bed one more week in a row like he has been, you're going to have to make a hard decision for the playoffs. You can't ride into the playoffs with a guy that hasn't broke 10 fantasy points in 4 straight weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
This waiver week would be super important with grabbing somebody you trust the schedule for playoffs.
Yes.
You need to go ahead and grab a quarterback or 2 quarterbacks even.
Yeah, you
want a choice on, in case of an injury or something.
Or grab 2 streamers. As bad as it is, you can't drop Lamar.
Yeah, no.
But it's like
figure something out to where you got to have that backup. And there's options. Like I said, King's got kind of a soft schedule for playoffs. Tyrod Taylor's got a pretty soft schedule for playoffs. You run the risk of, we're going to throw Justin Fields back out there again, but I don't think they will. But they just, who knows what the Jets are doing. But
I've got him in your league, Hanky Panky, and that's a 3 quarterback league.
Yeah,
and it's crazy quarterback scoring, and he still ain't breaking 10 in that league. And I just dropped Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah.
Now for anybody that's like, who you just dropped? Yeah, there's only 4 bench spots, and we can only carry 4 quarterbacks.
I got it,
and I already had 4 quarterbacks.
Yes. I got it tight in this league, man.
And you got to play 3. You can only carry 4, and I was forced. I had to pick between Burrow or Jackson Dart, and I was like. Yeah, I was going to drop Burrow, but I should have dropped Lamar. Is what I should have done. And kept Burrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's that. Who else? You got anybody? Any other quarterbacks you want to throw out there?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they really belong on the list, but Tua and Cam Ward.
Cam Ward and me have a personal vendetta because he's going to cost me a win and possibly first place in our home league.
Well, he got me a win the week before, so I'm like, well, instead of dropping him, I'll just ride with him for one more week. Yes.
Yeah, and he had a plus matchup against Jacksonville. Jacksonville has just been handing out QB1 performances like freaking candy on Halloween.
And
except to Cam Ward.
He pushed a plate out in the middle of the field and took a dump on him.
Yep.
You got any QBs you want to throw in here?
I mean, I would put Sam Darnold in here.
Yeah, 3.1. That guy can fuck off.
Really bad week. His defense did really well, so he didn't have to do a lot. But, other than that, the rest of them deserve to be
CJ Stroud, 9 points, coming back after Davis, what's his lips, has been out.
Davis
Mills. I want to say Davis Love, and that's a golfer, and I knew it wasn't right. Davis Mills went out there, has been putting up decent fantasy performances and winning games, but CJ Stroud came out and was like, nah, we're just going to shit and put up 9 fantasy points. They did win, though.
I'm going to throw an interception instead of a touchdown. Let's just see if that works out.
Didn't they win?
They did win.
Okay.
They won pretty heftily, too, against the Colts. Yeah.
Caleb Williams, they got the win too, but it was all on the back of running backs. He put up 9.5 fantasy points, and then Matt Stafford, number 1 seed, rolling into Carolina, catching that L, bitches.
Yeah,
but he only put up 11.6.
It was a tough game. 20-16 was the score for the Colts.
Yeah, it was.
I was thinking it was worse than that. It was worse. Maybe it was worse earlier. I don't know. They felt like the Texans led the game and ran the thing all the way down.
Because their defense is just so damn good.
It's so amazing, yeah.
All right, to all those quarterbacks. Fuck those guys. All right, you got any running backs?
Yeah, I got Saquon Barkley.
5.6.
That's the norm. Another one that wasted first-round picks on.
You talking about the Lamar Jackson of running backs?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What about the Cam Ward of running backs? Because I got Woody Marks on it.
Facts. Yeah.
It has now become that, yes.
I benched David Montgomery, also in my home league, also going to be part of the reason I catch a L, to play Woody Marks.
Exactly.
And so I'm looking at Woody Marks putting up 7 in point something. And then I got, and that's in a full point. And then I got freaking Montgomery on my bench with almost 13. So
that's crazy.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah. You got any running backs there, Bakers?
I'm looking over the list.
Well, I can give you one. Travis Etienne, 4.6 fantasy points.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Yes. It looks like Bashal Tootin. I'm not saying he's taking his job, but he's definitely earning more touches.
It's crazy. I feel like last year we were saying the same thing about Tank Bigsby around this time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Etienne lit it up on fire and we didn't hear about Bigsby. Now he's an Eagle.
Yeah, well, that's because they were co-starters at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody wanted Bigsby, and then they're like, you know what? We can't play Bigsby if we ain't got Bigsby.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how Jacksonville drafts these running backs that just seem to be good running backs
that would be better than the guy that they keep playing every year.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Etienne's been electric this year.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. He's electric for like 4 or 5 games. That's all he gets a season, and then he completely fades
kind of
away.
like Kenneth Walker.
Well, he's the Trevor Lawrence of running backs. He has great games, and it's like, wow, he's a good running back. And then he has really shitty games.
They
like,
are best
that
friends.
guy. That's what I'm saying. So I think they're rubbing off.
Not
on
as
each
good
other.
as friends as Travis Hunter and
doing the commercials
doing
together with T-Law.
Yeah, where it's like I don't know, it's Raining Men or something. What is that song that they plays?
Yes.
All right, to Etienne and Barkley though. Fuck those guys. All right, you got some wide receivers there, Bus?
Yeah, well, talk about the Lamar Jackson of wide receivers. DK Metcalf once again.
Actually, I don't even know. Like DK is, I don't know if he's good enough to be the Lamar Jackson of wide receivers.
At this point, like it's another name that's like, all right, we shouldn't be expecting him to do anything anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, you kind of got to write that off as a loss.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, too, DJ Moore, 3.7 points this week.
Yeah, I saw him and I was like, I'm not even putting him on the list.
Well, he had 20 points last week and then 3 points this week. Like, I put him back in my lineup going, okay, well, maybe I benched you for the wrong time, you know? No, I was right. I should have left him on the bench.
I mean, if we're going to talk about Bears receivers, you got to put a Dunze up there.
Yeah, Dunze.
1.8. He's completely disappeared off the fucking map.
It's tough. It's tough with the Bears, man.
I don't think he's broke 7 or 8 fantasy points in like the last 7 weeks.
It's been,
and it's not like Luther Burton is killing the game. So.
Yeah, no, it's not like they're even throwing the ball. They got Monungai and D Swift out there. Monungai out there tearing it up, running it, and also D Swift's pretty electric in the running back situation.
And Loveland's having a mini breakout. I don't know if he
Loveland,
did what he did this week, but I know he's had a couple good weeks in the last couple.
Him and Komet go like 3 for 3 each week, and just it volleys which one gets the touchdown.
Yeah. Well, when you have Olamide Zacchaeus, do you really need anybody else to catch balls?
That's superstar.
Truth.
Justin Jefferson, 1.4 points.
Yeah, JSN also.
JSN, 3.3 fantasy points.
Yeah,
Brian Thomas, 3.8. Michael Pittman, 1.8.
Oh, that hurt a lot of people.
Now we're going to get to the high scorers. Jalen Waddle, 5.5. Jordan Addison, 6.1. And Emeka Egbuka, 6.2. All those guys killing fantasy squads getting ready for the playoffs right now.
That Ibuka breakout just took a dump.
Yeah, I really think it's that rookie Wall. I think he's hit it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But to all those wide receivers, we will say, oh, you got more?
Justin Jefferson, 1.4 points.
Yeah, I got it. We caught it.
Oh, you called that one?
Yeah.
How did I miss that one? I was like looking for his name down the list.
That's
I'm
why.
like, I know.
You were looking instead of listening.
That's probably what it was. I wasn't even paying attention to what y'all were talking about.
Anyways,
that's how I roll.
All those wide receivers.
Fuck those guys.
All right, I've only got 1 tight end, so I'll see. Y'all got any tight ends? Because it wasn't too terrible for him this week. But
oh, yeah, I got a couple. Actually, one of them I didn't even write down what he scored. But Oronde Gadsden, 5.2 points.
Yeah, I got 3.2.
Oh, did I write down the wrong
27 yards and 1 reception, so it should have been like 3.2 points. Yeah.
Let me see something, because I also wrote down Dallas Goedert.
He had Did he get? No, he didn't have a good week.
He had
a good week last week.
3.7.
Yeah, Goddard had 3.7 points. He had a tough
Oronde
week.
had
3.2.
Was 3.2?
Yeah, according to this.
Oh, it was Darren Waller that had 5.7. That's why.
That's correct.
Actually, I said 5. Who the hell had 5.2?
You said 3 point, or no, you said 1.2.
I don't know where the hell I got that number from.
Let me see who had 1.2 points. Taysom Hill.
Well, to all of them, all them tight ends.
All the tight ends that scored less than 6 points.
Yeah. Fuck those guys. All right. Well, there's that. We'll roll into some waivers. All right, I'll go ahead and let y'all hit on the waivers, and if you don't hit on them, I'll talk about them.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want a running back, look for Devin Neal. It wasn't a spectacular week this past week, but he got the work. Yeah. They gave him the touches. And going up against Tampa Bay next week, 25th against running back, this is a prime spot for a breakout for a rookie running back.
Yeah, and a division game. So I like that. Plus, Tampa's really soft against the pass. So if they start getting some passes downfield to open the up, where they can't stack the box, it could be a really good week for Neal. He's got juice. Dude's a big back and he's got speed. So I we talked a little bit about him. Was it not obviously not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before when you had him as a bottom? So I like that.
Now he's becoming a top.
Yeah, he's working his way up there. Hopefully. The week I called him for a bottom is when Kamara got his injury that actually is keeping him out. So,
Who else you got? You got anybody else?
Not for running back.
All right, you got any running backs?
All right, I've got 3. Blake Corum, increased action the last few weeks, and we're getting into playoffs. They're going to need it, I think. And with Williams leaving the game early, I don't know what that is if it lingers.
But Corum looked really good.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of injury, Woody Marks, I don't know if that's going to be something that lingers, but Nick Chubb is still available a million places. And especially if you're relying on Woody Marks, you need to have Chubb because if Chubb becomes the guy and he's getting 20 touches a game, I think he can get you 12, 15 points.
And as long as the Texans are competing, those running backs are going to be viable. I don't expect anybody to be like a league winner. But they could be flex plays that keep keep from getting goosed or something.
Exactly. And you don't want to
and you got the touchdown upside.
You don't want to get into playoffs and have Woody Marks and him go down for real, and then all of a sudden not have that cup. So and then Jerome Ford, and this is strictly because Quinshon Judkins looks good out there, but Dylan Sampson went out with an injury that's probably going to linger for a while. And we've seen Quinshon Judkins already this season miss time during games, and Dylan Sampson have to come in and pick that slack up. So I think now Jerome Ford he knows the offense, he's been there. I think if it comes down to an injury, Jerome Ford could potentially be a viable play in place of that as an RB flex play. Anyways. And deeper names. We're looking super deep now, getting into playoffs and everything. You want to kind of guard your cuffs and, take somebody else's cuff if you got space.
We just talked about him, Bashaw Tootin. He's definitely getting a lot of work with Jacksonville. He's going to be involved in that offense. And he seems to be a little bit more efficient than Etienne is right now. So he's definitely somebody to hold on to. Tyler Algier. We're talking about cuffs. He is the cuff to have, him and Brian Robinson. So if either one of them are out there, but Algier's still being shown as being available in almost 60% of leagues.
That's insane to me.
You know what? Fuck committees, man.
And then Chris Rodriguez Jr. for Washington. He looks like the back right now that's got the juice out of that backfield. He got the touchdown this week, so he's a guy. If I was going to play one out of the Washington backfield, it's definitely Rodriguez.
Same.
And he's only owned in 25, just under 26% of leagues. So hopefully he's out there. All right, well, you got. Before we get on, let me hit this real quick, just so you know. Buys this week, which suck to have Week 14 buys, but they're
Carolina Panthers.
Yep. Then the New England Patriots, the New York Giants, and the 49ers. So you're not no McCaffrey.
Fuck.
No Rico Dowdle.
No Drake May.
Theo Johnson.
No Jackson Darts. No.
None of Bus's ballers.
No Drake May. So
that's discouraging.
Yep. So some big names on that last week trying as you fight.
So glad I'm like 10-2 and 10-3.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, I'm gonna lose some fucking weeks. I'm gonna lose this week.
All right. Well, who we got for wide receivers there, Bus?
Look, A.D. Mitchell. If Tyrod Taylor is going to force feed him like this,
it's almost like they're just like, we're just going to throw the ball to him until he catches it.
Yeah, absolutely. 12 targets, 8 receptions.
Yeah, I know.
I think the other side is the Jets are in this mode of we got to see what we got. They're definitely not winning things, so it's like throw these motherfuckers the ball. I want to see who's going to step up and make some damn plays.
And Mechie's done good the last 2 weeks.
I got Mechie on the list as well.
Yeah.
So.
And that might be their little tag team for the future right there. You got Mechie and A.D. Mitchell out there.
I need Garrett Wilson to be the guy. So if that's going to be the case, they need to get rid of Wilson.
He might want out.
And that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
As long as he goes somewhere like the Bills.
Carolina.
The Falcons. Oh,
Carolina.
But he doesn't need to go to the Falcons. I have too many shares of Drake London. So
they're playing Miami this week, so it's not the best matchup in the world. But
just what Garrett Wilson wants to do, leave the Jets where they can't win and get the ball to him, to go to another team that can't win and get the ball to
him. Well, I did say maybe.
All right, so Mechie, and then A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah.
You got any wide receivers there?
I got like 25 of them.
All right, well, let's hit them.
Tesla.
Tesla
with the Lions. I don't know how serious the Amon-Ra injury is, but if it is
on this bye week, and if Amon-Ra misses, Tesla is in.
He's a slam dunk. Yeah, I think so because he played
5 passes this season, 3 touchdowns.
Well, and he only plays like 8-9%. He played 88% with Amon-Ra missing this.
He'll
last
be the
game,
new Jameson.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so this could be a big play for it. Jalen Coker, we talked about him a few weeks ago. Definitely an option to pick up. I think they're starting to spread the ball out a little more, and their offense is starting to click a little better.
Yes,
it's a little late. It could still make for a playoff run, but it is, for fantasy wise, it's seeming a little late for all of us who had these guys wanting something to happen. But
Coker's been injured most of the season, so this is only like his 3rd game since he's come back off.
Yeah, I just mean like as far as like the last 3 or 4 weeks, Bryce seems to be better. The offense itself seems to be clicking more.
Bryce is definitely a second half of the season quarterback. It seems like
definitely.
So.
And then I got Dontavian Wicks just in case. He's had 2 weeks where he's gotten pretty high target range, and there's nobody there. So I mean, somebody's got to get it.
He doesn't have trouble getting open, and he always had trouble catching. It seems like if he can get that, if he gets a catching part sorted, he's going to be really solid.
Just match.
The only thing I would contend against that is Jaden Reed is going to be coming back at some point, and definitely eat into that. So.
And then Bailey for New Orleans. This is 3 weeks in a row. He's played over 80% of the snaps. He's gotten like 7-8 targets the last 2 weeks. He made big on this week, but if that continues, he could be a reasonable target, at least for volume wise.
Absolutely.
And then I put Sills on here just because if you look at all 4 weeks that Kent Cousins has played this season,
he likes him.
He does. He plays 80% of the snaps. He gets 2 to 6 targets every game. He's gotten 2 touchdowns the last 2 games. Even if Drake London comes back, I know that's going to happen, but I mean, I don't know. He may not come back since they're losing. Why risk hurting one of your star players more if it's not perfect, if that makes sense. But
numbers, these guys still got to hit certain thresholds in their contract to make money. Yeah. So there is that.
It's just like it's a name that just seems to be relevant to Kent Cousins right now. The way that he's throwing, and he's gotten he got 10 points this last week, 8 the week before. He got 5-6 points the last week in Cousin play.
I would. It's weird. Sills would be a guy that I would monitor.
It's just names. It's just somebody to keep looking. I'm not saying go grab these guys, but I just want to bring up these.
He's definitely somebody you need to keep an eye on. If London comes back and he's still getting the same type target share, he could be somebody you might want to snatch up.
It's a Baker's Bottom-esque waiver.
Jaden Higgins is still available out there in over 50% of leagues, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, I know. I like Higgins a lot.
He's available in over 60% of leagues, actually.
Oh, that's crazy.
So if Jaden Higgins is out there, you need to get him. He's somebody you can throw in your flex right now and be good with.
Truth.
And then Kayshon Boutte, he's coming back tonight. This will be his 2nd game coming back from the injury.
Correct.
So before he got injured, dude was on the upswing, and then he got hurt. So he's very super talented. I mean, if he goes out there and craps everywhere tonight, then discard what I'm saying and go get Sills. But but I expect Booty to go out there and do start getting back in the mix.
Oh, I'll always pick Booty over Sills.
If we could just get that Diggs out of the way, that damn Diggs.
Tell me about it, man.
Diggs is always digging the booty.
Diggs in the booty.
All right, let's head out of that. Let's hit on some QB streamers. Who you got, Bus?
QB, actually Tyrod Taylor. It seems like all of my guys are coming from this matchup right here with New York versus Miami, because this should be a pretty good game. I mean, it's 2 bad teams on the surface, but this could turn into a shootout, and there could be a lot of points scored. Tyrod Taylor, Miami is 23rd versus quarterbacks, and he had a really good week last week. So if you need it, throw him in there.
Who you got?
You're just as high on the Jets as Daniel was at the beginning of the season.
High being the operative word there. I was very high when I talked about the Jets.
Well, speaking of being high, I'm picking Tua this week against the Jets. I think he had a really bad week last week, but they ran the ball so well he didn't need to do a lot, and he doesn't ever really look that great when he does play. But I think against the Jets, he can put up a good matchup. So I think he's going to have one of his better weeks this week against the Jets, and he's probably available everywhere because nobody's relying on him.
Yeah.
So I think Tua is going to be a good matchup this week.
I've been relying on him.
Tyler Shuck's put up a couple good weeks in a row. Tyler Shuck is my streamer. He's playing against Tampa. It's a division matchup, but Tampa is soft against the pass, and they'd like to give up points. So this also could turn into a little bit of a shootout. You saw that New Orleans held in there with, was it Miami they played this last week?
Yes.
Yes. They held in there with Miami for a little bit of that game, and it was kind of a mini shootout. So I think if we talk about Devin Neal, if we get him going, and then Vele's starting to click, because Shuck's starting to click. So Tyler Shuck gets Tampa Bay is my QB streamer. Who's your tight end streamer, Bus?
Same matchup once again. Darren Waller. Apparently I got a lot of money on this game right here. But Darren Waller's back in the lineup, and he has scored 4 touchdowns out of 5 games so far this season. Yeah. So there's a good chance. I mean, Tua seems to like him, and the Jets are 22nd against tight ends.
Yes.
So there's a good chance that he's going to get a touchdown in this game.
Absolutely. Pitts just went up, just played the Jets and had a really good game. He didn't get a touchdown, but he had a good game. So.
Yeah, he said like seven catches for like 80 yards or something like that. But yeah. My tight end streamer this week is Harold Fanning Jr. versus Tennessee.
Like it.
I mean, it's only owned in like 26% of leagues, which is crazy because all these people who had Njoku in the beginning of the season should have shifted by now because Fanning is the dude there now. Yes. But I don't know. It's not pretty. I mean, like this last week, he got the touchdown, but I think they're playing against Tennessee, and I think that the Browns are going to throw the ball just to beat the fuck out of Tennessee and put a big win up on the board.
Yeah.
I think Shedeur needs the stats. He needs the numbers. This could be like one that we see the Lions do it all the time where they just beat the fuck out of them. It's 40 to something. They're still throwing the ball every time.
Yeah.
You know, so I think this could be one of those games.
The little bit of time I watched the Browns game, though, Shedeur was horrible.
It's all over the place.
It was ugly.
It is, but this is Tennessee, so it will be perfect.
Shedeur looked good against the Raiders, so he can look good against Tennessee.
That's all it takes.
But you're Deion's kid. Run. Like, I saw him just stand there in the pocket like a deer in the headlights.
That's his one thing. That's his one of his major flaws is holding the ball and not doing
Run, son, run.
Or throw it out of bounds.
Get your dad out here. He'll run.
Yeah, do something.
My tight end streamer is Brenton Strange playing against the Colts. I don't know how, but Brenton Strange is still owned and is still not owned in over 70% of leagues. So he is somebody you need to get. He is a target earner in that offense. And so who's your defense, Bus?
Oh, I totally forgot about defense like every week.
Well, the Titans are playing the Jets this week. And I know you like that game. So,
well, I stayed in that same game. I stayed in that same game just because I know it seems like Daniel Jones is coming back to earth a little bit, dealing with that leg injury. So he's turning the ball over more. So I went with the Jaguars defense against the Colts in a division matchup.
Okay.
So, and they're pretty much going to be available in your leagues. Who you got?
Well, guess who's going to get 3 sacks this next game for me?
Myles Garrett.
Bobby Wagner.
Oh.
The Commanders' defense against the Vikings this next week is going to eat.
I would love that.
I think Bobby Wagner is going to go out here and he's going to make up this lacking of sacks this year. He's had good tackles. He's been a great player.
They don't blitz him a lot, but I hopefully they do. He's their middle linebacker, so he plays the run and the pass more than he blitzes.
Yeah.
But I would love that because I have him in a few different leagues in IDP leagues. So.
It's going to blow up this week. I mean, he had a good week this last week with 8 tackles and all this, but I just feel like he played Vegas in week 3 and got 2 tackles against Geno, or 2 sacks against Geno.
Yeah.
And they're playing against Minnesota against 9, so they're going to divide 9 into 3.5 on the ground. So he's going to fucking lay it out, and it's going to be a big game.
I need J.J. McCarthy to show me something, man. I got him in too many dynasty leagues. I need to see something because I can tell you what, if he doesn't wake the fuck up, he ain't going to be the starter next year.
In 2 of the leagues I drafted J.J. McCarthy, luckily I owned the first round, and I got Jackson Dart. So I got J.J. McCarthy. If it doesn't work out, I'm okay. I'll play with Jackson Dart. But
Jackson Dart's going to be better than J.J. McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. It's going to work out.
So you said the Commanders, right?
Yes, Commanders against the Vikings.
It doesn't look like there's another good matchup for as far as anybody who
streaming who wouldn't be owned and everything. Yeah.
Well, let's see. I would tell you one, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is who you need to go for. They're playing playing Tyler Shuck. They're playing New Orleans. So
they're playing his streaming.
Are they not
quarterback.
owned?
No, they're less than 70% leagues.
Oh,
but here's the thing: if you pull up their game log, because you could probably ride Tampa Bay through most of the playoffs.
Yeah, they got some pretty soft matchups.
I grabbed them. I have 2 leagues where I play defenses. I grabbed them in like 2 dynasties. I went and grabbed them.
Looks like it's very up and down. You got a 2, a 4, a 14.
Well, their last week to finish out the season, they got a pretty soft finish out the season as far as defense goes.
Yeah.
But they do have a 26-point week in week 8.
Yeah, so like week 15 through 17, who do they got?
Let's see.
Because I know I went and looked at the schedule, and I'm like, holy shit! And they're in the middle of the road, but they are an opportunistic defense, and they will rush the passer from time to time. So,
you might could go out and grab the Bengals. The Bengals defense might be sneaky this week against the Bills. And I hate to say that because
that is the most insane thing you've ever said. Do not go grab the Bengals against the Bills.
Y'all,
they have New Orleans, Atlanta, Carolina, and Miami.
I'll be willing to put whatever you want to bet that the Bengals do not have a good week against the Bills.
You think the Bengals defense? I'm not saying they don't win. I'm not saying they win or anything like that. I'm just saying that
I don't think
the Bengals defense.
I don't think
has decent numbers.
No. I don't think no, and not absolutely not. I think the Bengals are looking to make an example of somebody, and this might be the week that they do it. So, no chance. I would absolutely.
You think the Bills are making an example? Of
yes, that's what I meant.
Okay, I was like, you were confusing me with your wording. I was confusing
myself. You got me all flustered.
You know how many points the Bengals put up against New England 2 weeks ago?
Probably 8 or 9. I don't know.
9 points.
That's
Baltimore
fine.
last week.
Lamar's playing like cheeks.
15. So is Josh Allen.
No, he isn't. Josh Allen's still like the number 2 fantasy.
You know how many they put up against the New York Jets in week 8? -10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
-1 against the Bears.
The way everything's
with all these
going,
other options, the only way I would play the Bengals against the Bills is if they were the only defense I had to play, and someone had a gun to my head and said, "You have to play defense. You can't bench it."
I think it's going to be crazy.
Knowing the way things work for you, they're going to go out there and put up 30 fantasy points this week and make me look like the dumbest person
It's not going to be that good at all. I'm not saying. I'm just saying
if they put up 5 this week, you're going to. I'll hear about it.
I think they get about 8 or 9 points.
You're never going to see anybody cheering for a team defense more than this guy's going to be. I'll deserve to be roasted if they do good.
Sit back and just see what happens.
But I just can't imagine they do good against the Bills. But you know what? In fairness to you, if last week you would have said maybe you should play the Cincinnati Bengals defense against the Ravens, I would have told you the same fucking thing. But there at least had been history of Lamar blowing ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Allen has been kind of hit or miss, but first of all, they're also playing. Aren't the Bills playing at home next week?
I think it's at the Bengals, isn't it? I don't know.
That would
I don't keep track of that, but. I mean, the Ravens just lost at home.
They're playing at home.
Yeah, the Bills are home.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's even less of a chance because the one thing the Bills can do is play good at home.
Yeah.
If they were on the road, I might have switched to your side because they get housed by everybody on the road.
What if there's a lake effect snowstorm?
Then I take back everything I ever said.
I mean, who does it benefit? Does it benefit the defense?
It benefits Josh Allen.
Allen and James Cook. Yeah, the ground game.
Yeah,
then they're definitely not going to be passing.
Yeah, they're never going to throw the ball. Yeah, no. I'm hoping it's 72 and sunny there. That's what I'm counting on for the Bengals.
Buffalo. It's not 72 and sunny in July.
He said it's Buffalo. Oh, God. Well, there it is. There's the week getting ready for week 14. Looking back. Well, not getting ready, but looking back at week 14. So I do want to apologize. We did miss out. We were going to do a podcast Wednesday. It always gets a little wonky with the holidays, but Baker got real sick, and there was just no way to pull it off. So, but we'll try to make sure it happens this week because we have a full week. So,
yes,
definitely. But
I will avoid all the sicknesses.
Yeah,
don't get down with the sickness. Ooh,
that was super sick, bro.
It was super sick. I survived though, so that's all that really matters.
But did you, or are you AI?
No, I tell you, like if I can survive meningitis, I can survive all sicknesses. That's good.
Facts.
You had that Delta
meningitis. Delta-gitis.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if anything we say or do helps you get to that average place in your leagues, that means we did our job, because when you finish average, you don't finish last. We hope you guys have a good one out there, and we shall talk to you on the flip side.
Later.
Deuces.
Holla.